Welcome to Golden Age Circle. This is our fifth meeting, and today we will be talking about four. The fourth dimension, the fourth frequency. So let's just go ahead and open the space first. So I invite everyone to, if you feel so called, put your hand over your heart. Breathe. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting go of any stress or worries and breathing in peace and love. Inviting in the highest frequencies of any beings to support us here on our journey of wisdom and knowledge and soul expansion. Calling in all of our ancestors and acknowledge and giving thanks to the traditional indigenous lands on which we reside, and respect to the elders and the ancestors of the past, present, and the emergent. And I call in my spirit team and guides, my Grandma Jean, my Grandma Juanita, my Nana Eleanor, my Uncle Robert, my Uncle Dan, my Uncle Matt, calling in the lineages of Isis and Hathor and Dionysus. And this is a co-creative space. So I would like to invite anyone who would like to either add a prayer of their own or anyone that they would like to call into this space to unmute now, and they can add to the opening prayer.
I call in Jesus and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you. I'll call in Mary Magdalene.
Calling in all the collective spiritual ancestry gifts and wisdoms, and all the wisdom from the future, from the past, all merge into oneness with the moment of now. And sending all the blessing from thousands realms of light. May we all join together at the sacred moment of now. Thank you.
I am calling in the source light today, beaming into the golden circle.
Thank you. Well, with that, Grace.
I'm calling in the sun, the universe, the heavens, Jesus Christ superstar, the angels, Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. Yes.
Thank you. Well, with that, our circle, our golden age circle is open. It is Monday, June 13th, 2022, under the energies of full moon in Sagittarius, which is, I think, about actually 13 hours away from now. We'll be experiencing that. So Daisy, I was wondering if you could start us out with sharing anything that you want to about for the numerology for the fourth dimension.
Yeah, so I just want to mention we are already in the frequency of the full moon Sagittarius. It's gonna be 4 a.m., which is within 12 hours, and it's so beautiful. And I also want to share a little bit the message about that aspect later on. So today we're gonna be tapping into the fourth dimension, which is on the Kathara, the tree of eternal life. It correlates with our life hip. And on Earth, the vertex is located in Egypt. It's Giza pyramid in Egypt. And on the solar system, it correlates with the Mars energy, which is a lot of the divine father energy, divine masculine. And it also, on the fourth dimension, a lot of time it related to deep healing. It's almost like we are 1 foot in the lower density and 1 foot about to leap over to the higher dimension, which is the fifth dimension. We did an Egyptian healing earlier this year, and there's so much divine gift pouring in. I think Lillian can share a little bit about that too. What I felt, there's like this deep healing of the father and masculine healing, as well as there's also the Ark of the Covenant. As we are healing the masculine wounding, we have so much divine gift and collective ancestral gift, and even magic start pouring through in our life. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I have so much more I can share, but I want to hear everyone else here first.
Thank you, Daisy. Well, I'll be excited to listen to your number 4 poem at some point as well, because I don't know if I've heard that one yet. So yeah, so just some things to add about the 4 numerologies. So 4 number in numerology. The 4th house in astrology is that house of home. So 4 is a number of home and stability and structure and organization. The zodiac sign that rules the 4th house is Cancer, and I'm a Cancer moon. And then it also has the astrological influences of the moon. So what are some other things? So about 4, so we have the 4 on planet Earth. We have 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. We have, this was an interesting thing, which I was on a site talking about biblical history and Jesus. And so on the 4th day of creation, that was when God made all of the material world. So it was when he completed like the sun, the moon, and stars on the 4th day. So I guess that's like our big home we live within the universe. And yeah, and then the fourth commandment in the Bible is to keep the Sabbath day, which is interesting. So that's kind of relates to like keeping, which I found relevant. Lillian, we're invited to the Mary Magdalene Shabbat day, and so I'm feeling that energy of just like keep the Sabbath holy. Like what is the way that we acknowledge our home and our bodies and our home on this earth by like keeping that holy. And And yeah, and then the fourth card in the tarot deck is the Emperor. So like order, structure, yeah, so that's the energy that we're, oh, and so four, so the fourth, four is also representative of time. So when we talk about like the fourth dimension, often there's like the three dimensions are like us, because we're like length, width, and depth, so that makes us three. And then fourth is the dimension of time. And the one thing that's been resonating with me is like, we chose to be here on this earth plane in this human reality to exist within a realm of time, so that way we could like accomplish things like over time, and like feel the gratification of like working for something and see something develop over time. They say, you know, good things take time. So to have that awareness of yeah, that time is what makes things so magical. You know, the more time we spend together, the more you know, we connect, and the more we learn and grow. So that's what I have to say to start about four. So I'd like to open up the floor if anyone is feeling called to share what is on their mind about four, or any messages that are coming through. Pass the word.
Can I
I'd
say
like to
something?
share a little bit. Oh, sorry, Vicky, you go ahead.
I just think it's really strange that you mentioned about house and organization, because I had a discussion that you don't know about. There's no way you could have known about. I had a discussion with a guidance counselor today that was like talking about sorting my house out and getting myself organized in my house and getting rid of clutter. And it's just really weird how you mentioned about, you know, that four is to do with the house and organization. And yeah,
Synchronization. Yeah, having a home in order is soothing to the soul.
I know, it's just strange that conversation happened today. And then yeah, I think God's trying to tell me something.
Yeah, sign that you are in the right spot. And yeah, and that now is the time to put the focus on the home.
Definitely.
Thank the universe for the signs and the messages. Thank you. Lillian, I'd love to hear. Hi, doctor.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, Lillian. I want to add something. I may leave a little bit earlier because I have to work on material for my teaching. So what I know about number 4 is it's a magic number that symbolizes, you know, foundations and materiality and physicality, practicality, and prosperity. It as you mentioned, it represents also buildings and doorways. So it's kind of it's very much about foundation and practical things, but at the same time represent a commitment and obedience and strength and productivity. So it's not about productivity as an artist, but productivity as giving back to the community, to the universe, whatever we are able to offer. And it is in our capability to offer back to the universe. So, yeah. And it makes also sense, with the presentation of direction when we think about north, south, east, west. It gives you like a kind of 4-dimension orientation, and also the elements. The elements like air, fire, water, and earth. So these are also 4 building blocks for our material world. So and then so that goes back to physicality, materiality, and practicality. This is what I have. I wanted to share.
Can I comment? Yeah, the 4 directions certainly, and also dancing. Like when we think about the 2 polarity, where when we balance the polarity and left and right, we reach to the internal unity. When we balance the understanding below and up, we reach another like dimension. And then when we balance all 4, that's when we build the structure, and also the same concept as Yusuf talked about. And in very interesting aspect in crystal, when you work with crystal who has a structure look like cube-like, like fluorite, it helps us to like bring clarity and focus on our logical thinking and logical mind. And a lot of times work with number 4 is actually help us to understanding the balance aspect, how to stay level-headed. And interesting enough, in the tarot card, number 4 is the Emperor, which is when we think about the Emperor, it's like you're sitting on the throne and very steady and level-headed, and you know exactly what you're here for. And it just brings in so much harmony and positive feeling. And you know that there's a strong foundation of whatever you're aiming to achieve in life. And also interesting, when we think about 4, we can immediately relate it to the base of the pyramid. The 4 and the 4 faces. So, and that's exactly the feeling, how we are anchored in our own body, in our own energy body, in that grounded way. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. All amazing stuff. I just thought about how we have 4 limbs too. Like we have 2 arms and 2 legs. So we're kind of this, I don't know, I just thought of us as like a pyramid. If you have the 2 hands and then the head. Thank you for all that info. Lillian, would you like to hop in?
Yes. I don't know about the numerological, the number 4, but I definitely know the energy that is dancing around. So I can talk or share according to the energy. So like you say, it is like holy. And Nikki talking about home. So just thinking about our body is a holy temple. It's a holy home. So come back to our body. That's where our home is. And in our home, in the body temple, we have divine feminine and divine masculine, and divine union or unity. So obviously that the feminine and masculine is not about the gender. We all have that. So I know that number 4 represent divine masculine, and it's definitely about something that I could share very deeply is I am more to masculine side, but because I learn feminine energy, and I learned that to come into my body. This is like 2 years ago, and now it's sort of like I embody the feminine, like the sacred feminine code. So when like this month, this month, well, nearly over a month now. So sort of like awaken those divine masculine that is needed. That whoever that sit with me, that who need that divine masculine, they will awaken. And what does that mean? Is when I said awaken divine masculine is to surrender. For the masculine to surrender of that warrior and to look into more softness to themselves in the body, especially from the heart space. So that is something that I could share for that one. And with what Yusuf talking about the foundation of that, of that direction, for me, yes, divine feminine and masculine is sort of like two, this sort of like polarity or duality, if we're looking at that way. But again, if we have the four corner, for me, it's like a cross. It's like a cross on the body, and that come into the unity. And also is basically, for me, unity is like the foundation. Where do we start again? And to build from there and tap into the alignment to create or co-create with the universe. So this is what the message I received from this morning. Yeah, thank you.
So beautiful. Thank you, Lillian. Yeah, the cross came up during my research too as a symbol representation of four. Daisy, would you like to share your poem?
Yes, absolutely. So give me 1 second. Let me share the screen. So I invite everyone to take a deep breath in. So my understanding of how do we connect, how do we anchor deeply in our body is through breath work. And to be able to be more grounded in our body. And let's put one hand by our heart and the other hand by our tailbone. And we deeply feeling this pulsating pulse, vibrating from the tip of our tailbone, 10 feet, 100 feet, 1,000 feet, 10,000 feet, 10,000 miles deep down to the center core of the earth, and feeling the ancient mother's pulsating strong heartbeat, and feeling our heartbeat merge into oneness. So this is a poem I dedicated to the root of our ancient mother and feeling her blessing. I am sensing this tickling beckoning of ancient mother's wisdom, the depths of this visceral and sensational journey on earth, sensing this deep, heartfelt yearning and knowing how to surrender easefully, gracefully, and effortlessly into her fertile, velvety, warm embrace, the luxurious dance and exhilaration of this awakened inner freedom, melting into oneness within her warm embrace, developing deeper trust and stronger faith with a certainty to dive into this deep unknown, multi-dimensional space of infinite possibility, magic, and mystery, the oceanic kaleidoscope of her dancing beauty and unfurling oceanic love. Ancient Mother, indulge me with this embodied sensing gift and soul rememberings of how to connect with my own inner root, feeling and palpating my root as a robust lower heartbeat, awakening to its own unique inner knowing of how to track back the very source of my blood lineage from my own root onto the root of my mother, mother's mother, mother's mother's mother, onto the ancient mother's pulsating, potent, and vigorous root that nourishes all, loves all, and cares for all. One root, one heart, one heartbeat, and one love, like a droplet of water returning back to ocean, me remembering how to surrender and returning back home. Thank you, everyone.
So beautiful. The root to the divine mother, the sacred mother, that really resonates with me. The portal being the left hip, right? Because our left side of our body embodies like feminine energy and our right is masculine energy. And so if you think of the left hip, like that to me feels like, yeah, the root down to the divine mother. I've been definitely feeling lots of energy through my hips and movement and release throughout this whole this whole ascension journey. So I'm curious if anyone has any cards with them, if they'd like to pull a message or if they have anything else that's coming through.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your presence. I need to leave because I need to prepare some material for my teaching. So a lot of blessing to all of you.
Thank you for being here and many blessings with preparing the teachings.
Thank you.
So much. See you soon. Yeah, I have the numerology card and of course number 4. Would you guys want to hear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's our Merkaba body when we tap into this golden pyramid. How we anchor ground in our body, that's the initiation. How we start building our Merkaba body.
Amazing.
Yeah, let me read it. It's called Perseverance. This card indicates a time to keep moving forward as you strive to achieve your hopes and dreams. Because despite your current challenges, success is well within your reach. You are never given more than you can handle, and you have the strength and ability to make it through. So face your challenges head on with determination, courage, and faith. With perseverance and persistence, you can make your dreams come true. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to cultivate mental resilience and stability. Since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life, make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you, and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to persevere through your obstacles and challenges. Call on heavenly assistance when you need it, and have faith in your ability to create an exceptional life. the affirmation is, with perseverance and persistence, I create exceptional life. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, if we have more time later, I would love to read the message for this current full moon Sagittarius too. Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah,
I'd say we can hop right into that. I would love to receive.
Sounds good. So it's so interesting because we talk about the fourth dimension, the element related to the Mars energy, which is very fiery, and which is also, of course, it's a Sagittarius is the fire element, but Sagittarius is one of the interesting fires, like this shooting fireworks. When we light up our inner light, we brighten up the whole universe. We share our beauty with the whole universe. So this fire element is igniting, accelerating, cleansing, advancing our awareness, and also represent the leadership, our inner leadership. How do we rewrite our stories? How do we re-aim our inner timelines and our passion, our vitality? And the flower message related to this full moon in Sagittarius is magnolia. And magnolia, interesting enough, if you look at it, almost like have this balance, like 2 and 4, and grow in pair like that. And it was almost like, oh, that's perfect. That's the way how we grow, like in this stability pattern of 4. And the magnolia's graces us with her large size while still capturing beauty. It is her beauty that reminds us of the Sagittarius expanded nature of human and horse. She established her presence by blossoming in the off-season, making perseverance one of her top traits. The bark from her trunk has been used for many years by Chinese for its healing power and for using as sleeping aid. The flower represents love of nature, nobility, and dignity. So that's another message related to the perseverance, which is exactly the message we were talking about earlier. The goddess for full moon in Sagittarius, Saraswati, which is the goddess of music, of creativity, our inner divine light. And the color is deep purple, turquoise, and royal blue. And the tarot card here for the full moon Sagittarius is temperance. Its message is balancing the present with the past, updating yourself. And the Sabian symbol is a bluebird, a sign of good luck and happiness, is standing at the door of the house. The potential point is accepting gifts from the earth. How do we ground in ourselves and receive all the beauty and abundance of blessing from earth? In the statement, let me read the statement for this Sagittarius full moon is, today, I blend my old self with my new self, my physical reality with my spiritual awareness, my positive thoughts with my negative thoughts, my past with my present, my feminine with my masculine, my rewards with my losses, my ups with my downs, and my higher self with my lower self. It is a day for me to refine and fine-tune my life by looking at my extremes. I recognize what inspires me and what keeps me stuck. I find my center today by acknowledging my extremes. I am aware that balance comes to those who are able to locate the space in the center of this opposite energy fields. When I am in my center, my polarities are in motion. Healing cannot occur unless my polarities are moving, and I know that healing is motion. I am ready for a healing today and know that by visiting my opposites and determining their vast opposition to each other, I can find the paradoxes that I have chosen for myself and begin to heal. I am willing to experiment with this blending of opposites and become the alchemist of my own life. When I blend all aspects of myself rather than separating them, I can truly become whole. Today is a day to integrate rather than separate in order to release the spark of light that stays prisoner when my polarities are in operation. When I find balance, motion occurs and the law of harmony takes over, putting paradoxical energies to rest, thus breaking the crystallization of polarity. The law of harmony is beauty in motion, promoting the flow of color, light, sound, and movement into form. Balance is a condition that keeps my spark in motion. I become the vertical line in the center of polarity today and carry the secret of balance. Balance cannot be my goal. Motion is my goal today. When I am in motion, I can take action to evolve and to express all of myself freely. So that's the message for our full moon in Sagittarius.
Daisy, can you send me that, whatever you just read, because I'm having a download.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That really resonates, and I feel like that's what's happening with this spring and summer. It's like everyone's, what you said at the beginning, like it's like everyone's coming off from like off-season training, and like everyone's spent a lot of time like working on themselves and developing themselves, and then you just like, when you connect with people, you're like, wow, everyone's so amazing and everyone has so much to offer. Yeah, I'm really excited about what this summer is bringing in. Hello, Catherine. Welcome to the party. I'm not sure if you're able to hop on and share any messages from four or any light language.
She might be driving to work. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Thanks for being here. Oh, there she is.
I'm here. I'm about to drive, but okay. What were we? I totally missed the first part. Sorry, I was getting my kids ready. But I can talk for a little bit. Golden age, right?
Yes. Yeah, golden age are going today. We're talking about the fourth dimension or fourth frequency.
And the planet is Mars.
I'm not like really into astrology, but let me see what comes up. And I know we're trying to go out of that. We're kind of like in between like the third and the fifth, and we're trying to move out of the third completely.
We have
smoothness and gentleness and sloughing off that density. I'm actually feeling really great this morning. I had a session with someone and it was like lots of clearing, and it's like kind of, and then I had a really good a client of mine like felt really good about this transformational, like, so I know where like I heard like we're been really working on ourselves, which is true. Like everyone is, I mean, you feel this, you have no choice but to work on it, right? You're like being forced, so you really don't have a choice. Like everyone is getting this ascension symptoms, this discomfort, and it's hard. So let me bring that frequency where it will allow you to just like have that sense of self-acceptance, like everything that is coming to us that we are receiving, whether it's good or bad, is for our highest good. It allows us to move forward and to grow, but also give gratitude to the things that has happened to us, or otherwise we would be stuck, or we wouldn't take action. It allows us to take action and to seek something that is not in our comfort, to seek out, for assistance, for help, to seek for answers. And so allow us to be gentle with ourselves, to have more compassion and forgiveness, to tell them like, yeah, forgive everybody. It's okay. That's what I'm receiving. Like, forgive everybody. It's okay. It's all like a game, It makes it fun and it's frustrating at the same time. So giving that sense of like gentleness toward yourself, treating yourself with compassion and forgiveness, and also other people involved and the situations as well. So take a deep breath. Take a breath. We'll do this about 3 times, kind of bring us into that relaxation. So take a deep breath in and take a breathe out to release. And a couple more times. Take a deep breath in, out to release. And another one, in and out. So this is coming from source. Shinara, taraha, tarata, karata, tarata, tarata, tarata. And this is like understanding. And as I'm bringing it down, it's like your body is understanding the situation. Your brain is starting to understand. Your organs, your emotions, kind of like harmonizing, balancing, and first clearing. So the birds want to come in. And while I was driving today, I was in so much gratitude. And, I have my kids in the back. We're playing this song, and we're just so grateful for this music, and making us feel good. And we're just like laughing and singing along, and just having the company that we have, the people that we have, the support, our family. It's making me feel so appreciative and grateful that we're together. And then like looking outside and I see the blue sky, I was like, wow, it's the most magnificent color and the most beautiful clouds. I was like, wow, I get to see this today, every day. There's different colors. There's different like ambience. And for us to experience it all. Different day, different weather, different temperature, different taste. For us to experience it all. How lucky are we to receive varieties, so many things around us. Different birds come in, bringing us this chirping sound, this singing songs. And even the little things, like I rented a place today. It's a ranch. I didn't even know it's like an RV camper. I thought it was like, I did an Airbnb. I was like, oh, what the heck? I wasn't paying attention, but I'm like, wow. And it says like Casita de Buddha. It's a Buddha's place. It's Buddha's house. Like I'm here in Buddha's house. I was like, wow, that's like, I'm like, I didn't even really pay attention. It was like the only thing that opened up. I was like, I am blessed to be here because it's a ranch and there's so much space. I realized how expansive this world is. I haven't like gone like exploring. There's so much to explore. And today, displays gave us this. It has like this. We're still here. And we were off-roading. They have this a toy car, like a truck toy for the kids. And so we were like riding. It was like, I couldn't fit in there, but I tried. It was fun. I was just testing. It was working, and it was fun. We were like riding, and the kids were laughing, and they were trying to fit into this car, this truck, and it was like, it felt like we were like really like doing ATV tours. It was lots of fun. I was like, oh, I like it. And they saw like horses, llamas. My daughter wants to have a pet llama now. But they're seeing all these animals around us in this a new whole place. I was like, oh, I think RV camper is like really fun. You learn to adjust. You learn to accommodate. You learn new things, new ways to how you're gonna survive, how you're gonna fit in, how you're gonna accommodate your kids in this little area. You learn to adjust, to survive, to get through it. You are given the tools and you can make the most of it. And I think that is the message. Whatever they throw at us, we can handle it. We just trust in yourself, and you can make it fun. You can make it fun, and we're having a lot of fun here. There's a hammock, like, yeah, yes, and I'm appreciating the trees, the different plants, the ranches here. Yeah, it's like totally different from our Airbnb that we did last week, which is the pool. That was fun, but this is like being in nature. They give us a sense of like, wow, I am one with everything around me. I feel the wind coming in, and the breeze, and then the sun coming in. I feel it all. I was like, I'm one with everything around me. I'm one with my children. I'm one, and that is like the message that's coming in. We are supported. We have everything. We have all the tools that we need. So let me, it's giving me a sense of like happiness just sharing this. I don't know how you're feeling. So I'm going to bring that joyfulness, that love for not only ourselves, but for everything that God created for us. They're all here. We can't see it because we're so focused within ourselves, within our sorrows. But if you look outside, there's so many things to be grateful for, and just not dwell so much in the negativity. So here it is, being that peace, harmony, the balance, the happiness, the joyfulness, the blissfulness. Feel it vibrating into every organ, every bone, every cell, every DNA, every fiber of you. Inviting the sun to come down, changing our auric field, our morphogenic field, making more vibrant so we can see the colors around us, smell nature, taste nature. Bring the ocean in. Wherever you want to be, you can bring it next to you. You don't have to travel so far. You just imagine. Bringing that ocean, that waterfall, the rainbow, the clouds, the rain, the stars. You can bring everything with you. You are so powerful. We are so powerful. And this is reminding you how powerful you are. That you are God also. They said you are also stars. You are all stars in my eyes. Shining so brightly. So smile, children. Smile, little children. You are my babies. You can suckle my bosom. Oh, they're just like so playful. I will cradle you when you are sad, when you are crying. Nurture you. You are never alone. I see you. I see you from wherever you are. We are with you all the time. Just feel for us. Just ask for us. Just talk to us. You can feel us. And I'm also within you, with you, at you, beside you. Mother Gaia is like speaking right now. Like, child, don't you see me? I'm smiling at you all the time. I want to make you happy. I have all these things for you. So let's just play together. And bringing that 4 elements for healing, for emotional balance and harmony, the wind, the fire, the earth, the water, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm about to dive. I will be listening in.
Thank you, Catherine. That was beautiful, 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 beautiful as always. And well, it was 4:33 right when you ended, which is 1 hour in. So I just want to open it up to see if anyone else has anything that they'd like to share before we close the circle and move into our realities, integrating all these magical lessons.
I wrote a poem if you want me to read it.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. Bear with me. The number 4 brings self-expression, self-fulfillment, momentum, organization, stationary, stability, maturity of mind. It brings strength, support, a portal to thinking in the 4th dimension, patience, devotion, moving forward, trust, loyalty, and determination. One has to keep going, flowing in all your wonderful colors, blending, mending, balancing masculine and feminine, like a ballet dancer poised, dancing, romancing, healing, knowing, flowing in wisdom, wise in your knowing, planning, achieving goals, keep going, working hard, don't give up, reflect on your passions, aspirations, ascending like a mothership into the cosmos. Everything is golden, like the sandy shore on the beach, everything in reach. And I just felt like that, you know, God was saying to me that balance is important, emotional stability, and, you know, like working on yourself and working on your inner peace. And, you know, we all have our own different beliefs. So, however we reach that inner peace, as long as we work towards it and we feel comfortable within, that's the most important thing. So I just want to share that.
Thank you, Mickey. That was beautiful. I love the poem. It really captured the energy and the reminder for emotional stability and balance is powerful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who'd like to share anything as part of our closing?
It's so beautiful. I felt like when Mickey's talking, it always like bring me back to that inner center, like listening to that inner peace, inner place where I feel home. I just honor your gift and thank you for sharing your gift and light with us.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you all for sharing your light and your presence. I want to thank our ancestors and spirit guides for gathering us here today. I'm going to call in the energy of integration so that all of the knowledge that we learn can integrate into our beings and our realities, and we can move forward with more strength and confidence and inner harmony and trust, surrender for the magic of all that is. And and just setting intentions for a really smooth full moon to allow those energies to come in and allow them to guide us in whatever comes up. So with that, I thank you all. Thank you all for being here for Golden Age Circle number 5. But we're talking about the 4th dimension. Thank you so much all for being here. Feel free to unmute and depart.
Thank you so much.
I love you all.
Thank you.
Love,
Yeah.
love, love.
Love you all.